Today on the Bear Pantry Show, it's weird, right? It's not Barbara, my mom, it's me. My mom's always wanted me to do a show for her, so I thought I'd do pizza. So, are you guys ready to see how I do pizza? You're watching the Bear Pantry Show. Okay, alright, so you're gonna need 2 cans of tomato sauce. So 2. You're gonna need 1 can of tomato paste. This is 12 fluid ounces, I'm guessing. You're gonna need like a pinch of garlic, but I just take like the smallest measurements out of this and put it in because you don't want to have too much garlic. 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 teaspoon of oregano, 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of sugar, and 1 teaspoon of salt. And you're gonna need 1 cup of water. So let's get started. All right, so we got our sauce in our pot and the fire on. Right now I have the fire to like a medium because we kind of just want it to like fuse, all the things we put in to fuse. You see this lump, this little lump of paste we have in here. And you're not really supposed to be using a spatula, but whatever, rebel. You're actually supposed to be using like a pot spoon, something that won't melt. But I'm not gonna keep my little spatula in there. I'm just gonna help it move. So I'm gonna get this all cooked up and we'll be back. So right now our sauce is mixed up, but it still needs more because you can still see some of the oil on the side. But once it's mixed up and you let it sit, and if it pops a little bit, then you know it's cooked, because basically we just want to cook it a little so it fuses together. And I sound like my mother, really, 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 really bad. But yeah, and one thing I forgot to add is that we are going to put the bread in the oven before we put the sauce and the cheese and all the toppings on, because we want our bread to be very, very crunchy. So we'll be back. Okay, so I laid out my bread because we're gonna use French bread, and my mom basically just bought the French bread from the store. This one is the white bread, which is kind of bad for you, but that one over there is whole grain, which they both taste the same. It's an equal taste, but one's healthier and one's not. So if you want to be a rebel and you don't even care about your calories, eat this one right here. But if you want to watch your weight but you still want to eat something fun, go with whole grain. So, well, it's not really whole grain, it's wheat. So hold on. My mom just walked in and she caught me doing the show. I guess I wasn't sneaky enough, but I mean, once you have all these lights and a big tripod, it's kind of hard to be sneaky. So I guess we'll see her at the end of the show. So basically this is what we're gonna put on our pizza. We're gonna put pineapple chunks on one of the pizzas because my brothers don't like pineapple because they're losers. And then we have like a bunch of pepper jack and cheddar, sharp cheddar. And then I'm gonna nuke this in the microwave so it's cooked a little. And then we have a bunch of mozzarella, and then bacon, because I like bacon. And that we're gonna get this on the pizza. This one says pizza and this one says mozzarella, but it's the same thing. I don't get America, but whatever. So we're gonna start dressing our pizza here, our scrumptious stumptious pizza. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, but my mom was like, you should do a show, and I was like, no, and she's like, you should do it, and I was like, no, but somehow she conned me into this. So we're just gonna put the sauce, and we like a lot of sauce in this family. Pizza's my specialty, and this is actually really good for teenagers my age because I have like friends and they're all boys, and basically they eat a lot. So this is a lot of pizza, and you get good sizes, and it just tastes really good, and it's kind of easy to make if you have friends. But yeah, so we like a lot of sauce, lots and lots of sauce. My mom's looking at me and smiling because she's so proud. Because I sound like her. The Bear Pantry Show. Okay, put a little bit more. Lots of sauce. Okay, so we're gonna put the mozzarella first. And you can put any cheese first, but this one's just easier because it's really thin, and scatter it. Get every crevice because we like cheese. Okay, so we're gonna put the pepper jack, and be generous with the pepper jack because this is gonna be the spice. Because not a lot of people put hot sauce on our pizza, and I put the silver foil so when you're done, you don't have a lot of cleanup. You don't have to scrape cheese, and that's Willow. 'Cause she's hungry, and she's like, "You're making pizza, and I don't have food." That's my little war horse. And then we're gonna put some sharp cheddar just to give it a different flavor, and because we like cheese like a lot. I'm shocked that this family can poop. Excuse my language, because I'm a rebel. Hardcore rebel. Okay, so I've already put pepperonis, and now I'm putting bacon. This pizza is gonna be me and my mom and my dad's because we like a lot of stuff on our pizza. We're not like my brothers who are just very, no, just pepperoni and cheese, and you know, we like a lot of stuff. And I'm just gonna rip it in half just to make sure you have a lot. Pizza's fun, you can add whatever you want. Salami, whatever kind of meat. Alright, and we like pineapples. Ooh. And these pineapples are kind of big, so I just kind of take it with my finger and like rip them off and just place them. And usually you get a lot of pineapple out of this for your pizza. So I'm gonna do all the pizza with pineapple, and then you're guys gonna see it before it goes into the oven. So I'm just putting my extra pineapples anywhere because I like a lot of pineapple. And this is almost ready to go in the oven. Just place it anywhere because you really want that pineapple. Well, I do. This is the pizza going in the oven. It's on 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And we're gonna cook it for maybe 10 to 15 minutes. It doesn't really take that long because a lot of the stuff is already cooked. It just needs to heat up, and the cheese just needs to melt everything together. This is the behind the scenes of the Bear Pantry Show. I want pizza really, really, really bad now. And here's our finished product. Don't I sound like Mom? So I was wearing red lipstick when we first started, but I had to take it off because I was hungry and I wanted food. So here's my mom. Yeah, so.
Well, I asked Jada before, you know, if she could do like my 101st video for me, right? That she can totally be the host, and I'd be her little sous chef. But she decided to get a jump start on this because she knew I wanted her to show pizza. And this is actually from her cookbook. Her cookbook is actually done in the form of like all the entries are in the data. The data entries are in, but we have to proofread and then send it to publication. And so as we start our new sessions with the Bear Pantry Show, we're going to be doing a lot of Jada's recipes from her cookbook because my cookbook only has 101 recipes, and we're starting with 101 today, right, Jada?
Yeah, and I mean, it's not necessarily that American. Just because I was born in America doesn't mean you're American. Yeah, I mean, whatever, but
Jada is so British. She loves the English culture. She's so retro.
I love it.
She's so retro. I've been talking her into having her own YouTube show because she's so good at what she does with her. Look at her beautiful makeup. She does my makeup all the time. Don't I look pretty cute?
I've taught her how to do her makeup.
Look at her paprika hair.
It's not paprika.
You want to have proof? Let's get some paprika and see proof. If it's not paprika, it's ricotta.
It's probably ricotta, right?
I am serious. Let's get some paprika.
Paprika's brown. What? Get the ricotta.
Anyways, the ricotta. She's more like ricotta red hair.
Paprika's brown. What?
Well, I'm glad she made this video for me, and this is my little sous chef, my little hostess. Let me tell you something about Jada. She's probably going to let me cut this out of the video. Jada's in high school. She's an 11th grader, and she has TV video production that's what it's called?
Yeah.
At her school. So for all her little friends that view my show, because she doesn't tell anybody I have the show, but they find me. And let me tell you how they find me. They input Jada's name in Google trying to find Jada in the social media, and it comes up as under the Bear Patrick Show.
It sucks.
So Jada says it sucks. Anyways, they find her, and for all her friends are watching, you know, this is Jada. She's the anchor at her school for the TV, studio for the program?
For the news.
For the news. She's the anchor. And I'm so proud of her because when I went to college, I took radio broadcasting as my degree. I only took a few courses in television. That was back in the late 80s. So back in those days, the editing was like cutting with a razor blade and pasting back with scotch tape on reel-to-reel for the audio, right? But Jada here, because she took that class in school, she taught me how to edit these YouTube videos, and I don't know where I would have been without her teaching me. So now that she taught me, I taught my sister. And so I'm just really happy to have her to help me with this. And every now and again, we'll invite her on because I know she doesn't really like hosting it.
Nope.
And I hope she didn't clown me too much because I haven't seen any of this video until I edit it, okay? But anyways, this is going to be our 101st video, and I'm grateful to have you guys. Thank you for subscribing, picking up the book, and following me and doing everything you can to be a support system to getting the word out to the national public about Belizean food and Belizean cuisines and Belizean cooking and the Belizean culture and the language and everything else. And as we move on into the new sets of recipes, we're going to be doing some fun stuff.
What's the word of the day, Mom?
Oh, galkoyan.
Pickney.
Okay, I said galkoyan, which means girl, come here. And she says pickney. What pickney means?
Pickney means children. So if you ever hear a Belizean mother saying pickney in a tone, you know your dad.
So that's our Belize cuisine, Belize word of the day. Until I see you guys again.
Take care.
Take care.